Welcome back to Car Drive Next, where we bring you the most exciting, detailed, and honest reviews in the automotive world. Today, we've got something truly special, the return of a legend, reborn for a new generation. We're talking about the 2026 Nissan R38 GT-R Nismo. Yes, you heard that right, the R38. The Godzilla nameplate has evolved again, and we've got the full scoop. So buckle up, hit that like button, and let's dive into what might be the most hardcore GT-R yet. First impressions count, and the R38 makes an unforgettable one. The front fascia is aggressive in a way that only a GT-R can be. Nissan's designers have gone for a more sculpted, aerodynamic approach while staying true to the Godzilla DNA. The LED matrix headlights are sleeker, narrower, and fitted with a multi-layer DRL signature that pulses on starship like the car is taking a deep breath before launching into battle. The massive front grille is split into two main segments, trimmed with carbon fiber and flanked by larger-than-life intakes feeding cool air to the twin-turbo V6. Down low, a carbon splitter extends like a blade, further lowering the visual center of gravity and hinting at the downforce this car produces at high speed. From the side, the new GT-R maintains its signature profile long hood, muscular haunches, and short overhangs, but everything's been tightened up. The body is 20 mm lower than its predecessor, with sharper shoulder lines and wider rear fenders that look almost sculpted by wind. You'll notice the new lightweight forged wheels, 21-inch Nismo exclusive alloys wrapped in custom Dunlop Sport Max GT 600 tires, designed specifically for the R38. Underneath, there's a completely revised suspension geometry, but we'll get into performance a little later. Also worth mentioning, the side skirts are now made of exposed carbon fiber, with tiny vortex generators subtly integrated to guide air around the cabin area. Walking to the back, the familiar quad tail light signature returns, but with a fresh twist. Each light ring is now fully LED with dynamic animations when braking or signaling. Between them, a blacked-out panel with the new GT-R and Nismo badging adds just the right amount of menace. The rear diffuser is an artwork in carbon fiber, aggressively vented and housing four massive titanium-tipped exhausts that sing a deeper, more guttural tone than ever before. Nissan says over 40% of the rear aerodynamics were revised compared to the R35, and you can tell if this thing means business. Stepping inside the R38 GT-R Nismo, you immediately sense a shift in quality and intent. Gone are the dated plastics and cluttered controls of the older generation. In their place is a cockpit that feels focused, premium, and high-tech. The dashboard is now fully digital, featuring a 12.3-inch customizable instrument cluster that displays performance data in real time, from G-forces and lap timers to torque split and boost pressure. The infotainment system is centered around a floating 11.9-inch OLED touchscreen with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, though true purists may ignore that in favor of the new telemetry suite integrated from Nissan's racing team. The steering wheel is a flat-bottomed, Alcantara-wrapped unit with red center marker and paddle shifters mounted directly to the column. No welcome nod to motorsport heritage. The seats, Recaro carbon buckets, trimmed in Alcantara and leather with red stitching, designed to hold you tight during high-speed cornering but still comfortable enough for long drives. The Nismo-specific red accents flow throughout the cabina from door panels to vent rings, giving the interior a race-inspired yet refined vibe. And yes, it's still a 2+2. Though the rear seats are really best for small passengers or extra gear. Sound insulation has been improved too, but Nissan kept enough engine and exhaust drama inside to remind you what you're piloting. Now, let's get to the heart of the beast. Under the hood, the R38 GT-R Nismo packs a heavily reworked 3.8-liter twin-turbocharged V6, still hand-assembled by the Takumi craftsman in Yokohama. Power is up significantly and now pushing 655 horsepower and 615 pounds-feet of torque, thanks to redesigned turbochargers inspired by Nissan's GT3 racing program, a new intercooler system, and optimized ignition timing. The red line now extends past 7,200 RPM, and throttle response is sharper than ever. Mated to a revised 6-speed dual-clutch transmission, shifts are lightning quick, and the all-wheel drive system has been updated with torque vectoring that's faster and smarter than before. 0 to 60 comes in just 2.5 seconds, and top speed is a blistering 209 miles per hour. But numbers only tell part of the story. On the road, or better yet, on the track, the R38 feels like a surgical instrument. Turn-in is immediate, The chassis communicates every inch of feedback, and the active suspension adapts in milliseconds to keep you glued to the tarmac. Braking is handled by massive Brembo carbon ceramic rotors, 410 mm up front and 390 mm in the rear, with 6-piston calipers. Whether you're trail braking into a hairpin or scrubbing speed from 150 miles per hour, pedal feel is consistent and confidence-inspiring. And while it's more capable than ever, Nissan hasn't lost sight of the GT-R's dual personality. It can still be docile in comfort mode, cruising through city streets without rattling your spine or your nerves. Now for what everyone's been asking: how much does it cost to tame this new Godzilla? The 2026 Nissan GT-R Nismo R38 starts at approximately $210,000. Yes, that's a serious number, but keep in mind what you're getting: track-ready performance, handcrafted engine, bespoke materials, and a legendary nameplate evolved for a new era. There's also a standard GT-R R38 version expected to arrive later, likely around the $140,000 mark, but for now, the Nismo trim is the top of the food chain. Customization options include a track package with active aero, titanium roll cage, and Michelin Pilot Sports Cup 2 tires, and a light-weight package that deletes rear seats and replaces more components with carbon fiber. Paint finishes include the iconic Bayside Blue, Nismo Red Pearl, and Stealth Gray, among others. Every buyer gets a one-day track experience included, and production will be limited to just 3,000 units worldwide for this launch year. So, what's the verdict? The 2026 Nissan R38 GT-R Nismo is more than just a worthy successor. It's a reminder of what happens when tradition meets innovation without compromise. It's raw, it's refined, and it's ready to hunt the best supercars in the world while still carrying the badge that fans have revered for decades. Nissan has truly outdone itself here. While others chase electrification and autonomy, the GT-R remains unapologetically driver-focused, a pure expression of speed and control. If you're looking for a car that blends heritage, performance, and everyday usability like nothing else out there, this might just be the one. That wraps up our full review of the 2026 Nissan R38 GT-R Nismo. Let us know in the comments what you think of the new Godzilla. Would you take this over a Porsche 911 Turbo S, maybe a McLaren Artura? Or are you waiting for the all-electric R39? As always, don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth reviews, hit that notification bell so you never miss a drop, and give us a like if you enjoyed this one. This is Car Drive Next, to your ultimate destination for the future of driving. Until next time, drive safe, stay curious, and keep chasing that red line.